live.
We are going live, but I was waiting for anyone.
Oh, is this
Anyone want to say it? Wow.
from Auburn, New York?
Live from Auburn, New York, it's These Strange People. Hi, studio audience. How are we all? In case you couldn't tell, Jeffrey's home. So, Jeffrey, how's it being back in your house?
Good.
Fucking hate it, and I can't wait to leave. I mean, I say that with love. Oh, look at all the shit on my buffet. Excuse that. We didn't think that was going to be in the full shot. Son of a bitch.
That's all right. Well, I'm just trying to get everyone a closer look at your beautiful faces.
It's okay. I got kids and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, cover some fat rolls over here. Let's just.
Hi, Ace.
Yeah, no, I don't like
Hi,
being here.
Ace.
It's very anxiety.
Did we send Ace the shirt?
I have not mailed it out, Ace, yet because I've been traveling and things, but I've got it and I will get it out shortly.
Ace, I just want to let you know I told my husband that quip you sent at me last week. He thought it was funny. But the nugget, it is a good shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool story, Katie. Cool story.
God damn it.
Oh, look.
Oh, hello, Drew. Look at this. We've got committed viewers. I changed my work schedule, so now I can join you guys more often.
All right,
Oh, nice.
Drew.
Well, hey, there could be some spot on the panel if you're interested. But let's just,
Dropping like
There's no more room at the table, though.
Well,
yeah.
Girls, you
I
can't sit with us.
forgot my camera in Missouri. So we're working with this webcam thing and this whole train.
As I said, it looks very ghetto. The view. It's kind of cool.
It is very ghetto, the view.
So we do have a new face. Can you guys introduce us to our new panelists today?
Everyone say hi to Jane.
This is
Hi,
Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Hello.
So why have they roped you in? What crimes have you committed against humanity that you're on this show?
He is my original partner in crime. We go way back.
OG bitches.
So very.
Killing pterodactyls together as they came down from the sky.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
My dinosaur first time I saw Jane.
Jennifer says, hi, bitches.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
Hey, girl.
Girl.
Hey, girl. So,
Yes.
yeah, I'm the only Australian. And as I said, I look like the big giant head from Third Rock from the Sun at the moment. That's okay.
Giant.
This
Bit of a throwback. It's a bit of a throwback moment. But so you're not loving being home, Jeff? I thought there'd be stories. I thought there'd be some kind of drama.
So listen, what happened was I made it to about 10 minutes inside of New York, and guys, I saw my first flying fucking reindeer. Okay. So this tractor trailer is being real aggressive with me, and he's trying to pass me, which was fine. And then he turned his blinker light on, and I was just really kind of past his cab. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, does he know I'm here? Does he not know? So I speed up, as you do. And so I get ahead of him or whatever. He gets back behind me. He's flashing his lights, going nuts. And I'm like, is the car on fire? Like, is something wrong? Should I pull over? Is he mad? I don't know. So I just keep going. The next thing I know, he goes to pass me again. And I see a deer. He just misses. And I'm like, oh, shit. And then I see the little feet. And doesn't he hit that one?
Oh.
And it was like all in slow motion. This son of a bitch goes up in the air. It's all kind of like mango. He's just kind of caught it on the ass end. And I hear Gabe from the back seat, oh, a deer! He's all excited. And then I had to do some Fast and the Furious shit to get out of the way. And we go around it, and as I compose myself, and this dude's pulling over, and I'm like, karma's a bitch, motherfucker. That's what you get for flashing them lights. I'm
He
like,
was
Gabe.
probably trying to tell you there was a herd of deer ahead.
Yeah, I bet he was. So I'm like, Gabe, did you see that flying reindeer? He goes, Daddy, that was hilarious.
I gotta know why your son has a British accent.
I don't know. I blame Buffy, or it's just my interpretation of him.
Okay.
It's a real fuck.
No, because the Christmas tree was beautiful, remember? Last year?
I mean, what voice do you give a cunt? I don't know, you know? So I just, Jeffrey!
That's exactly the voice. The voice where you've smoked cigarettes for 100 years and it sticks up the
Like,
side.
that bitch has been dying all my fucking adult life, and she's still kicking. She got COVID twice, I found out, and she's still around. She's going to get surgery for something. So, Ma, don't worry, your earn's in the mail, bitch.
My cat had a very high pitched sound.
Well,
Just so you know.
Well, how are Jeffrey's guests? Katie, you travelled to be there. How's your drive?
It's a 10-minute drive, and I was
Yeah, but it sounded like you were late.
ass. Well, I was later than I had planned to be here because I was behind the world's slowest driver, and then some bitch tries to drive up the wrong way up the arterial.
Oh, geez.
I love when that happens.
Oh my
She
god!
must have left Belvedere's.
It was like what is it? 3 lanes when you're coming next to Speedway.
Yep.
Okay, so they're
Actually,
all
4.
okay. They're all full, and this bitch is trying to turn into it. Like, lucky you didn't like have a head-on collision. I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna die just trying to get to Jeffrey's house.
This woman pulled in front of me on a one-way street last week, and she looked at me and she just like, I know, I'm sorry. And kept going. I'm like, you're going the wrong way.
There was a girl in my driver's ed class, 20 years ago?
You will stop doing that soon.
So, guys,
30-year mark, you will stop doing this. She'll just
Ace has sent us a TikTok that we're gonna have to check after the show. I can only imagine.
I hope there's not a dick in it.
I hope there is.
I was being sarcastic.
remind me to tell me my pre-video dick pic story.
Tell it
We
now.
love it.
What are you
I can
waiting
tell it
for?
now.
Go ahead. Tell it.
I called my mother a cunt on here. I think we could talk about anything.
Jane,
We're 6 minutes in. It's fine. We're 6 minutes in.
All right. Years ago, I used to manage a bunch of record shops all up the East Coast, and I was in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I was, it was when albums were lovely and you were able to move through them. So I'm training this girl, and suddenly I find a Polaroid of a dick, right? And then I start looking through the albums, and there's another one, and another one, and another one. So we had to go through the entire store, and we find 35 photographs of the same fucking dick that's about this big. Okay. So now we have Polaroids. This guy actually had to stand with his pants down with a Polaroid and wait for, like shake it like a Polaroid picture to make sure that the dick was in it, and then go on to the next picture. So
Did he take the pictures in the record shop, or did he have them?
no, he just dropped them strategically all over the store,
Of his
right?
micro dick?
Huh?
Of his micro dick?
Yeah. Well, it gets better. It gets better.
Oh, okay.
Because I figure that since this guy's done this, that he's probably going to come in and he's going to wait to see our reaction to these shake it like a Polaroid picture dick pics.
Of course.
So I commiserated with the 2 girls that were working with me, and we decided on something, and we come back out, and we've got this stack of pictures on the desk up front, and we're flipping through them, and there's guys in the store, and we did this all day long. Did you see this? Did you see this? This man has the smallest penis I've ever seen. And we did this on and off all day long. We made sure that whoever was there waiting to hear what we had to say, we fucking just destroyed him. We had more comments about him. And that never happened again. But
do you
just the sheer thought of you've spent a lot of time
This
with a Polaroid camera in front of your dick that's this big is totally beyond me.
It's like
I know.
it is
Why,
like
like,
mega
who-
planning. He probably
I
took
have no idea. We
days.
still don't know. But it was hysterical. We made an entire day of saying out loud over and over and over, did you see these facts? And then we were just laughing.
Listen. I don't know why. Like, there was a time in my life, a few periods, where like micro dicks seemed to want to try to be in, and it's just not gonna happen with me, right? Like, it's not for me. It's not my cup of tea. And we had, Woodstock was over. It was the New Year's Eve, and it was one of Joe's friends. And Mike was so offended. He wasn't offended about the micro dick because he, his jaw is kind of messed up from all that shit he got going on. But he was more mad. He's like, he wanted the other friend, who I may or may not have slept with, but that's irrelevant. But he was like, you had to stick me with the fat one, and this dude wasn't fat. I'm like, bitch, I'd be more upset about the micro dick. And when I say micro dick, I mean this is giving him credit.
And you know what I have found
Horrible.
about those
Little Pinky,
micro
little
dick
Pinky. Oh
men?
wait, the camera's up there. Little Pinky.
Those micro dick men are the most
Angry.
egotistical, angry
Yeah.
assholes.
Oh yeah, that's where all the toxic masculinity comes from. It's
And
that
I
tiny
mean,
little penis.
I get why they're angry. I mean, I'd be pretty angry too.
Well, they
And
can't even get it in a
I-
vagina.
Well,
I am
it was
not
really
bragging
easy
here,
to get
kids.
it into a Polaroid.
Yeah, right?
well, Polaroid's not even flattering, anyways. And you know, that's an unflattering angle, and then you have an unflattering dick.
It was hysterical.
I
never gonna
am a
work
woman
it
of
was-
substance.
Oh,
But 35 pictures. Do you know how many
I
Polaroids?
know
you
that's a
took?
lot of planning.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of planning.
36. There was 12. I remember specifically a Polaroid camera pack was 12 pictures to the pack, I think. So he spent a lot of money getting those Polaroids. And then you did have to do this to every single one of them. So it took
Actually,
Listen,
you're not supposed to shake them.
I'm not.
They say you're not supposed to shake
I'm
them.
not gonna say
You
whose
can
it
shake
was,
it,
but there may have.
We all shook them back in
Oh,
the
I
day.
know you did.
Well, it was the fun part because you're waiting
Yeah.
for it. There may have been a Polaroid picture of a dick left on our bathroom counter when I was much younger, and I thought maybe it was my cousin's because it wasn't mine, of course.
Wait, which cousin?
As to who took the dick picture on my mother's work Polaroid. She's like, can I talk to you for a minute? She's like, so I went in the bathroom and there was a picture. She was very disturbed because Playboys used to everything was against women or sex, any kind of porn was like, you're degrading women. The Starbucks against Jesus. Bitch, your face is against Jesus, but that's a different topic. So is your husband, but oh my God, I don't remember who it was, but they're like, yo, I saw your dad. He ain't got no front teeth. I'm like, well, he blends in with a neighbor, doesn't he?
Are they still living down West End? Where do they live?
No, they lost their house. She
Oh.
got rid of that bitch.
Okay.
No, she lived over off of Lake Ave.
So, anyways,
Well,
Banded by. I couldn't hear it.
anyway,
okay.
so tell me more about this Texas. You can't have more than 6 dildos. That's
What kind of tragedy is that?
well, Texas
That's ruling Katie out of moving to Texas, is it?
sucks. I mean, right now they're telling you have to keep your house temperature at 78 when you're there,
Mm-mm.
and then 82 at night.
Texas?
Yeah, because they're not on the grid. They're on their own grid.
Oh.
Right, they're on their own grid
Well, I
because
mean-
they're all assholes and they didn't want to have to share the.
Should've got
Yeah,
some
I don't
rest.
know, but all I know is when that happened, I hate to say that I enjoyed the fact that they were frozen solid, but we like to share the love from New York.
Listen,
You're cold?
Well,
Oh
I
my
feel
God,
like
I
I
feel so
brought it
fucking bad for you.
everywhere down in Missouri. They haven't had snow in 13 years or whatever. Snipe.
Oh.
That we had it was a
There's no
significant
such thing
amount.
as climate change. You hush
Yeah.
your mouth.
No
a
shit.
lot
No
of people I
shit.
love are in Texas. So, I
So
feel
getting
bad
back to
talking
6
shit.
dildos in Texas.
Right.
This is going to disappoint
Expand on
a
that.
lot
Well,
of cattle people.
I mean,
It's going to disappoint a lot of Texan politicians.
as a healthy an adult
Yeah, I said
over
Ted
the age
Cruz.
of 25, I feel like most people probably have more than 6 dildos.
I don't.
I don't either.
You have different types and things. You don't
Yeah,
that
but I
one
don't
was
have
fun, but now I'm
6.
gonna try the one that's got a jump start on it. It's
Wait a minute.
No.
It's not like Chainsaw Massacre.
look at that. Listen, my friend Roxanne, God rest her soul. Hi, if you're watching her sister. She had this fucking vibrator thing, and you would plug it into the wall. It wasn't even battery operated, and you could sit on that bitch. And
Ace,
all the
dirty
gays
bird.
would come over after the club. And we loved it. We'd go to breakfast and we're like, we're going to Roxanne's to sit on the vibrator. And there would just be a line of us waiting to take our turn. And we'd just sit on it, but you'd be like, oh, this big old thing.
Okay, so Ace poses a good question. Does a double-ended one count as 1 or 2?
We should ask Frida Lay from Syracuse, New York.
Where the hell is that bitch? I miss her.
She's got a show tonight. They're doing it. So what these bitches don't know is after we're going to move to Potty, we're going to go to a club. But
Not this
look at Vera's like,
If
I
you
gotta
told
work
me,
in the morning,
if you had
kids.
told me ahead of time, I might have arranged that.
well, yeah,
Did
why
you
don't-
see that there's going to be a drag brunch up at Springside?
yeah.
When is that? We
I
need
don't
to
know.
go live.
Oh,
for
if that has anything to do with that ex-hairdresser that's now working at Walmart living his best life because the bitch couldn't cut hair, yeah, I ain't going.
Oh,
I know, right? Man, there was a whole lot of snaps.
Well, now
His name is Sam. His spells it Sam.
Well, Frida was part of
I have to
part of
investigate the
Uncensored
situation.
Radio at one point.
Tom Barron.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check it
Frida, if you're watching, I miss you, girl. That was
She
fun.
ain't watching, but she just got herself a new wig. She been rocking this hair for like 20 years. She finally got her new wig. She was all proud, changed her profile picture and things. But she always used to do Tina Turner. And Frida's white, right? And I think now the big thing, you got to kind of stick to
You're
your
not
color.
allowed to drag appropriate either.
No, I don't think so. I think because he said I was gonna, I'm learning better, so I'm gonna do better. And I'm thinking, like if you're a white dude, you have to do white artists now. And I don't know what the rules are for the other colors and things, but you know what I mean? Like, does a Latin person can they only do Latin music? So they're stuck to like J-Lo? Right. So I'm like, yeah. So like,
I do a mean Tito Fuentes.
Because you're a Mexican, not a Mexican.
she went there again. You know what?
Keeps going there. I know.
So we were cooking dinner, right?
You
And
love it.
the kids love Friends, but their new obsession was I made the mistake of one night I was just having a day. Clueless.
Clueless is a great movie.
Right? And when she's like, Josh, I don't speak Mexican. I'm like, oh, just hearing the line, I'm
I
like,
am not the Mexican.
Yeah.
She's
Like Lucy from El
Salvador.
Salvador. It's an entirely different country.
I love that movie. I was just telling Steve I watched it the other day. It just reminds me of the Uncensored Crew because we were just all clueless bitches.
Well, the kids love the movie. And I was like,
It's a
Dion.
good movie. I mean, some of it's a little cringeworthy, but it's
Now,
still a good
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I
Everything.
think everything.
Everything's a little cringe.
Saturday Night Live is now, or Saturday Night Fever is now cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Oh,
When I revisited that last year, I was like, ah,
I
God.
wish I was a hot chick in Cosby's day because I'd love to know what a lewd was like. It was before me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to get. Yeah, what are the lewds like? I would love to try a lewd.
Oh my
What else
God.
did I watch that was
Absolutely
really
one of
bad?
the best downs ever
Luke
on
God.
the planet.
Luke Kai.
Absolutely one of the, you can wash them down with.
Hey, look, we picked up
Hey kids, I'm just saying hello quickly because we're actually working. Say hey, Arita.
Hello.
We're just living our best, drawing up vaccines. But anyway,
He went.
I'll let you keep going. But I just want to say good day. And hey Jeff, hey Vera, hey Katie. Hello, new person on the side there. I don't know.
My Jamie.
All right, see you kids.
Bye.
It was made of honor at her first wedding.
She was the DJ at my first wedding, so I can't wait till the second one.
I can't wait either. I just can't wait to see who you
It's
pick.
gonna be a while. It's not gonna be nobody. Well, it's probably gonna be Steve, so we can get him to move to America.
Wait, time out. Do I get to be the matron of honor for one of you?
I'm thinking we gotta hire somebody to sleep with each of us because we're not sleeping with each other.
No, what you guys do in your open marriage is your business. I just want to be the matron
Exactly.
of honor for one of
Two
you.
tops don't equal a bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there is open marriages. It's totally a thing.
Yeah.
Polyamorous.
It's the 21st century. There's lots of different
Well,
options.
Wait, what do I do with it? Where's it? Oh, can I have that? So listen, Steve, you're gonna love this. Sugar Daddy came over, right? He goes,
Yes.
I brought you a gift. He stopped over. He brought the kids some toys.
I think
He
he's
comes-
a sugar baby.
He's all serious. He goes, I got you a gift. It's from the fucking dollar store. It's a solar light. And then he goes, look, you can do this.
Oh, I've got those in my yard.
Oh, fancy.
All excited. He's like, and I expect to see pictures of this in the yard in Missouri.
Just
You shove up your ass.
He couldn't even
So,
get you to
And look, I'd love to make a joke right now about his religious beliefs, but I can't because I would be in trouble.
Okay, well, anyways, what I was saying about the
Hold
open,
that.
oh, that's okay. I was saying about the open marriage, free your mind and the rest will follow.
Yes.
I haven't heard that sound forever. Okay, listen, Steve, we got to shout out to Teddy. This poor bastard is sitting over there watching us home. I think he's over there shaking his head like, you know. So it's we share an aunt.
Oh, okay.
That's not.
Interesting.
I said, so how are you guys related? Oh, he's a cousin from another aunt or something. And Teddy just looks at me dead straight. We share an aunt.
We share no genetics. We share no. Yeah, he's like, I'm not claiming this bitch. Like he came over. We've been trying to figure it out, and I was like, Yo, dude, I'm not going in the attic again. Like I went up there, and there was I opened the side storage and tried to look for all the equipment for this, and there was like a plastic Easter basket thing, and I go to move it. And there was a huge ass bat in it. I fucking chucked that bitch, slammed the door, ran out. I took Gabe out as I was running. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Daddy, what's wrong? I'm like, run! And I just took off like a bat out of hell. I was done. I'm like, fuck that. I don't care. I knew shit. We're not doing this. Fuck this whole act. Set it on fire. I'm not going back up there. So poor Teddy's ass had to go back up there because he's like, do you have, I don't know what it was. And he went up there to go find it. I'm like, I'm not.
Did you see a bat, Teddy?
No.
Well, because it was in like the storage areas, but
Was
they
it
get
dead
out of
or
there.
was it
I don't know. I didn't stick around to find out. But there was a bird up there the first day I was home.
Is there a
So
bird?
I had not been up there since the day, the next day after I got home. I've not gone back up there because my house manager came over and she brought her friend, which no disrespect, but she sounds like Tangia. You know what I'm saying? Like she got that voice. Caroline! And so we're on the back deck, and all of a sudden, earlier today, I thought I'd recognize this noise of like tap, tap, tat on the window up in this room, but I didn't really look up. So then I realized she's up, and she's like, "You got a bird up here!"
Oh God!
And she's like trying to prop the window up with a shoe, a sandal. I was like, I didn't know I still had those. You know what I'm saying? Like I was real excited.
I don't open my windows in my house because I don't want any critter getting
But they
in.
can get through the chimney.
No,
too.
it wasn't
Oh
the
no,
chimney.
my chimney's sealed off.
In the soffits, they dug
Oh,
there was
yeah,
a
yeah,
pet,
yeah.
and they got back
That's
in
how
there.
we got squirrels.
Yeah.
They chewed right through the wood into the
This
house.
is a big
Oh,
ass
those
bird.
little
So we
fuckers.
go up there and slam it into the front window because she had left the room open because it would have stayed in that
Was
room.
it a magpie?
Girl, it might have been because all of a sudden I was like, oh, and I'm like, okay, Gabe, we gotta look quickly for your
They
stuff.
got magpies in Australia that'll attack you.
That bitch was
They got
swooping.
fucking more than magpies that'll attack
They got,
you in
like,
Australia.
Listen, the house manager comes over. There's the Anthony the gay who apparently we got him through COVID, but he didn't want to tell me because he didn't want me to embarrass him on the show. That every night on his break for an hour he would go and watch us.
Oh.
But so we're all sitting out there, my friend Kelly, and this bitch. All of a sudden you hear a bird screaming through the house. Right, we're like, she is not carrying this bitch out. She sure did. Came out on the front porch, bare fucking hands, had this big ass bird, and she's like putting it towards me, and its beak's gone, and things
Oh, my
pissed and
God.
shit. I almost flipped back over the railing because I was like trying to get away. I'm like, I can't do. Look, my nerves are already shot just being in this place. I saw the fucking flying reindeer went through a goddamn storm. No. Mm-mm.
There's a family of cats living under my sister's porch, and that's freaky enough.
I got some decon. They'll take care of that problem.
Oh, stop.
We're not
that.
killing cats. No.
Speaking of Australia, my father got his ass kicked in Australia during World War II by an ostrich and a kangaroo.
Kangaroos are big beasts. They could kill you. Can't they, Steve?
An ostrich
They
chased,
can, yes.
knocked him down.
Now, Steve, how come you're out of the stream but we can hear you?
Because I'm still on. Well, I'm still on the thing. I'm still here. Like, hello.
Hello.
I've just got you. I've just got you as the solo layout. I'm still here. I'm just hiding.
I'm so glad everybody can see my fat ass.
Oh, Steve, have you ever gotten your ass kicked by either an ostrich or a kangaroo? Okay.
No, I don't go to the bush.
I'll go.
A dingo stole his
I
dog.
think I stole his baby.
A dingo ate my baby.
That's what I've heard, and this come from
All right. Do you feel like we should talk about some hot topics? Maybe
Could. That would be nice.
Give me a hot
we
one.
could. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Prepare for it.
Hot load of hot topics.
I never get to hear it. Like I never
Yeah, I
can
can't
hit
hear it on my iPad either. Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's
Do it again. Here we go.
Hot load of hot topics.
What is me?
Yeah.
That is Vera.
No,
That
it's usually by the time like the graphic is done, I didn't get to see the graphic or the audio.
Oh,
I-
do you want
so
to see
it's
it one more
nice.
time?
no, I mean that looks good.
We're good.
Hot load.
We're good. We've heard it. All right. I have to start off with this one today for the lovely Vera.
Oh. Marjorie Trader Green.
All right.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene says, I don't believe in evolution. I believe in God. The far-right politician has been on a roll lately being charged for not wearing a mask comparing COVID rules to Nazi persecution of the Jewish people, and claimed the Parkland, Florida school shootings were staged. So, Vera, I know that you love her. How do you feel about her latest revelation?
Fucking bitch get out of bed in the morning. She is so fucking stupid. Oh, my aching ass.
Should I mention Teddy's a Republican?
Oh, Teddy, get out!
He's got a Geneseo hat on. Isn't it like you have to be a Democrat?
Geneseo?
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm just gonna
The stupid that comes out of this woman's mouth just never ends.
Heather. Yeah, she's really a dumb bitch. Like I say that with no love because everything that comes out that woman's mouth, like she needs to be sterilized and muzzled.
What I don't understand about her is why did she not get beaten up in high school every day?
She probably
Because all the
did.
people in her high school are just as motherfucking stupid as she is. That's how she got fucking elected.
She actually went to the Holocaust Museum in Maryland, was it? Is that where
It's in DC, the Holocaust Museum.
Okay, so
It's right down the mall.
okay. So she went there the other day and she said, "Well, I realized the power of my words now. This was a terrible event." Yeah, no shit, bitch. We've known this for years.
But then in the next fucking sentence, she said, "But I'm still getting persecuted."
she's just
She's just such a twat.
Well, it's so hard to be blonde and Southern. It's so hard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and
Give me a
didn't
motherfucking
she say
riddle. Oh, God.
didn't she say the other
It's so hard to
school
be
shooting
bleach
was
blonde and
staged,
Southern.
too?
Yeah. And so did Alex Jones had to pay a whole shit ton of money for his comments about Sandy Hook.
Ugh.
Listen, poor Teddy pulled up and I was like, listen, I put the kids to bed and went down a Pulse rabbit hole. You know, I was watching all this crazy things. And there was some video I saw that featured the mom that people were trying to say was like a plant. And then the one girl that got shot that was like a plant. I'm like, this is crazy. People are
Fucking
just
crazy.
fucking nuts.
You know what? There was an incident today at Auburn Junior High.
There was.
There was last day of school field days, and several gay students were getting pride flags painted on their cheek, and other students were harassing them.
Well, shocking. High school. Mm.
Well,
I don't know if that's an incident or just regular life.
Well, listen,
I'm not saying it's okay,
No,
but
we're
I'm
not
just saying.
It's okay. Well, I'm just saying, high school is the reason I was so deep in the goddamn closet for so long. Like you like try to come out as queer and come out as bisexual, and they're like, "Ew, are you looking
Listen,
at me?"
When the
No,
we
bitch,
went,
you're not my
we
type.
drove by the Seward House today, and Gabe was like, "Oh, rainbow flag, blah blah blah," or whatever. And I said, "Well, that's for gay pride." And Aiden's like, "Oh yeah, I used to be gay." I'm like, that's really not how any of this works, Aiden.
I have a gay flag that I haven't put up yet. It's gonna Gay Pride Month's gonna be over before I get around to
People were
hanging it.
hating on me though because I like June 1st, my whole Facebook feed was just nothing but fucking rainbows, and I'm like, yo, it's a little too colorful for me up in
You
here.
did say that,
Right? And people were pissed. I got like private messages. It was like, really, bitch, you out of all people? I'm like, it's just tell it.
You know, one of those nights I was not sleeping, so every other night that Arlo was awake, I went and did some shopping. Apparently bought myself a pride shirt.
How old is he?
Arlo will be 2 in December.
You know you could drop him off at any fire station, right?
not yet, not now.
I like him. He just doesn't sleep.
Oh, I got a bottle of melatonin right over there.
He's doing better this week, though. I think we're not ahead of
My
Rob.
parents would rub my gums with
Whiskey.
whiskey.
Kyle said we
Bet
should
your
do that.
ass.
I said, you know,
Southern Comfort would put me to sleep right away.
Kyle said we should do that. And I said, that is the quickest way to get a CPS
Listen,
visit, but
I've
okay.
been putting like the lavender oils and the diffuser, like putting it right in the damn kid's face, like, here, breathe this. Like anything to help them sleep. And I went to the doctor. I said, well, listen, is melatonin the best choice? Like, what? Is there something else? Like, can you give them a Lunesta or something? Because they don't stay asleep. And then it becomes a safety issue because this motherfucker will get up and he'll eat 15 bananas and then he'll start throwing up. I'm like, he eats till he pukes. Like, this is not okay. I'm like, not to mention, I can't afford it because he's just wasting the food, puking it out.
We're so far from Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh,
right
yeah. Fuck her,
now.
too. Steve, what's next?
She don't like
That's all right. We will talk about it. Jeffrey, you did bring it up. It was the 5th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting this week.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Crazy times. So I think that we forget, quickly in this modern day that, all of these lovely people who went out for a night of dancing ended up never coming home. And I don't know how we reconcile that kind of stuff now with the shootings that keep happening. But has it been on the news over there? Because it's actually made news over here.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure it has.
President Joe Biden is making the Pulse nightclub a memorial. isn't
Yeah.
it?
And then as this is all happening, with what state or whatever passed the law that the religious folks in
Are
the
allowed to
foster care
discriminate.
agency can ban gay people from fostering children.
But only that agency, the state.
Welcome to Australia.
Like, hi, we are against abortions, but at the same time, we have more kids than we have foster parents. But
And we're not gonna let
not
you
the gays. No, not the gays.
Yeah,
Because you can catch the gay.
you can.
It's very
Yes.
contagious.
We put something in the water here.
Well, you can catch
Propagate.
something from the gays, honey, but I don't know if it's it is contagious, right?
Well, I mean, you catch it from the streets too, man. The streets just ain't right.
Well, and when you watch them dance, the gays
It's like,
they
dude,
get
go to a
excited.
nursing home with a bunch of 70 and 80-year-olds and they're all passing around gonorrhea like it's fucking cough drops.
You know what makes me so crazy is the parents that object to the drag queen story hours that are all around the country.
Right?
Like these people.
It's a lot, though, for people that are not used to explain to your child.
What
That
is so
situation-
hard to
I'm not
explain?
saying-
It's a costume.
Well, because it's a little people like So when Shannon's kids were little, right? Uncle Jeff would go in the bathroom and Aunt Whoopi would come out. Right? And I was young enough in my 20s that I didn't care and it was like whatever. But then Allie went to school and thank God it was a wicked cool teacher and I love this chick. But I went to go pick Allie up and she's like, so we were doing where the kids had to make I put a word up and they have to make a sentence. And the word was drag. Allie said, raise her hand, she's all excited. Drag queens wear wigs. Right? And this is like first grade. Right. No, she wasn't. And the teacher was like, it was the best thing ever. She's like, it is my favorite. So I've seen, and this was 20-something years ago. This bitch, anytime she runs into me, she's like, she remember, we've had some cocktails or whatever, but drag queens wear wigs. I was horrified. I'm like, oh my God.
And she was proud of it.
But she really
was
was.
happy to
And
say
the
that.
other kids were just like, what? Huh? What? She's like, I had to change the subject real quick and keep going. But I'm like, oh. And it was embarrassing for me a little bit, because it's like I'm being called out by a first grader who's like, Uncle Jeff went in the bathroom, Aunt Whoopi comes out, and that bitch has got great heels.
Is that really be called?
Okay, guys, I just want to. Can I call your attention to this comment? We've had Heather bring up a comment. Nothing against Pulse becoming a memorial, but what about the places before that? What about schools like Columbine? Why aren't they being made memorials? Just saying.
Actually, there is a memorial at Columbine. That's been there for years, to be fair. And I believe there is also a memorial at Sandy Hook.
And not to mention, those shootings weren't huge hate crimes.
Right.
I think that's the major difference is that it's targeting a specific, demographic, gender, blah 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 blah. But
I'm the only gay guy here.
Columbine is just
I
another. Columbine's just grist for the mill these days, right? You can kill anyone over there if you want to.
Pretty much.
I still say I don't remember who I was, and I was like talking about Vera, and I'm like, listen, we get into this fight on the show all the time. I'm like, because for me, it's a mental health issue. It's not about guns.
Thank you.
It's about mental health. It's about our poor insurance in America. People cannot be insured. It's a stigma on going to a therapist. And I'm not saying people that have mental health issues are going to go shoot up a fucking school or a club, but it stems
First
from
of all,
mental health problems.
The percentage of mentally ill people that are committing mass murder is no higher than the national percentage of the population. These people that are committing these mass murders are not identified as mentally ill. Yes, you have to be fucking mentally ill to take a gun and shoot people up. But these people are functioning in society. They are unidentified. They are untreated. The people that I treat,
They're
the
white
people that
dudes.
come to my clinic all the time,
Right.
They can't organize a grocery list, let alone a mass killing.
Right, and I'm
Let's
not
just-
talking
let's just
about
say
that
it.
group.
It's angry white men.
It's angry white men.
It's angry white
You
men.
But
know,
here's the thing: like that kid that shot up the movie theater, the Batman one, who was clearly
yes,
fucking
in
nuts.
Aurora,
Right, like you're telling me nobody in his life realized that he wasn't playing with a full deck, and that something couldn't have been done prior to that to fix that solution.
Like, I'm not trying to say he was an angry white man.
But
But
it
he was
was.
an angry white man. I'm not disagreeing with you. There is something mentally unstable about any individual who needs to get a gun and shoot people. I agree
Massive
with
amounts
it.
of people.
But if we had to access
If you're
some
just
mental
shooting your
health
wife, you're
care,
mentally ill.
Well, you know, I
Would this
understand that you
happen?
get angry at somebody.
But if you didn't have a gun, you couldn't kill 55 people in 32
yeah, but
seconds.
you don't leave with that one thing where it said that, and then it's following me, right? Or it was Luke something, I think was well, would we still be safe? We're like, what if they use another weapon? And then we had that.
All right, everyone, we are having some technical difficulties. I have just muted the studio because that horrible screaming noise that's happening is not great. We'll go back to it now and see if it's any better.
Oh, hello. Is it better?
No, it's not.
Okay, so you just run your mouth like, please.
I'll talk about another subject and we'll be right back. Okay. So we're just going to mute the studio for a little second there, guys. The beauty of international broadcasting is always wonderful. So we've also had a story in the news this week. Not really a story, but a post that we've put on our page. It was from a New Now Next. A study saying that 55% of Americans are okay with gay, lesbian, and trans co-workers. I don't know how our audience feels about that, but I feel like it is not really down to anyone else's business whether they're okay with who they work with. I'm going to go back to the studio now and see if they're working. Let's have a look. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You know,
There we go.
I have found with people who are objective to the gay lifestyle, they're like, "Oh, we don't mind you."
But it's everybody. I've cited this statistic a couple of times. The majority of people in this country, and I really do, I'm sorry to all our Australian fans or anybody else out there in the world, but I do keep my statistics local to this country. The majority of Americans aren't opposed to homosexuality or gay marriage or gay adoption. It's just that vocal Christian minority who keeps driving the narrative with fear.
Can I jump in
You can.
Yeah.
really quick?
Bastard.
Yeah, give us your gay opinion.
I don't really give a fuck if you're okay with me. Just quietly.
Perfect.
That's your business. It's a workplace. Be a professional. That's all. Continue.
Well, when I was at the hospital working, somebody said to me one day, "Well, you know, so and so is gay," and I rolled my eyes, and they were like, "Why are you rolling your eyes?" And I said, "You know what? I don't care who anybody fucks, as long as they don't fuck me over.
There you go.
I don't care
Right.
who you fuck.
I-
Just don't fuck me over.
I've been
I'm good with that.
saying this for 25 years. I don't care who anybody's sleeping with unless they're sleeping with me. And then it becomes my business who they're sleeping with.
I mean, I guess some people care if they're like sleeping with their husband or their wife.
But then if he's sleeping with me, so I care if he's sleeping with somebody else.
You know,
But
that statistic
Cheating
shocks-
is cheating.
that statistic shocks me because I feel like people are a lot more concerned about transgendered folks than they are about gay folks.
I don't think the majority of people care that much about any of it.
Oh no, you talk about transgendered people using different their preferred bathrooms, and you could
It is
people
really,
all up in a tizzy, because a
so-
trans woman using a woman's bathroom, she's going to go in there and molest children.
Of course she is, because there's never been a straight white guy going anywhere to molest
Not the
children.
priest or the
No,
fucking
of course
Boy
she
Scout
is.
leaders and shit.
That's just ignorance. It's just plain
Never
straight
talk
up
about
ignorance.
That's straight up their argument is, well, they have a penis. They're definitely a pedophile. Yeah, that's it. That ain't it, bro.
If you watch the news and check out the little Apple News feed, there is women constantly on that bitch for molesting children. There was just one the other day who was like a serial pedophile that she groomed male students for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But that shit doesn't
totally-
get talked about. Why is that?
because she was born with a vagina, so she's not going to molest your children, even though she. already
No,
did.
I really think there's a double standard in this country.
Oh, absolutely.
Young teenage boys being taken advantage of by older women.
Yes, but
Aren't
that's
being
a prize
molested.
in their world.
Right.
Oh yeah,
No,
Yeah,
that's- if
yeah.
you-
No, but that's the misnomer that young boys, they want sex. They want sex.
Yeah.
So,
So that's okay.
But yet,
what if they don't?
it's still a violation. They're still
Exactly.
ill. Their frontal lobe is not completely developed. Their judgment is not developed. It's going to skew their relationships for the rest of their lives, most likely.
Just because they banged an older bitch?
Because
Well-
she's probably groomed them and probably abused them in some way.
Oh yeah,
shape.
you're groomed.
Yeah.
Well, only boys, or I should say boys, only men and people with penises can make these decisions about their sexuality because if
Peni.
oh peni.
Peni.
Peni. Because
I've made a decision with my peni. Would you like to hear about it?
I was
Yes,
sure.
yes,
Tell
you
me
would.
all
Okay.
my baby.
I've decided that when the borders open up, we're going to Nashville, y'all. Have you seen Dolly Parton's rooftop
Oh.
bar?
Looking in to go to Dollywood. I want to go so bad.
Yeah.
I'm so close. You
But
can come
Dollywood isn't
vacation
in
in Missouri.
Nashville.
We could just skip over.
She's like in Pine Ridge, Tennessee or something like that.
She's where she's from.
right.
That thing is where she's from.
This is this is her new rooftop bar in Nashville, and it looks very pretty.
We can go there.
Listen, I want to.
I am all about that.
Is that on Google Earth? Like, I'm dying to know. Is that on Google Earth? Like, you know how Google Earth gets
No,
everything.
this is just from an internet story.
Dolly's
Hello
house.
Kitty threw up.
I love it. I'm sorry.
Katrina would love that shit.
I know Katrina would be moister than an oyster over that. I think she would live her best life there, and I think that that'd be great. Speaking of things that are moist and not so great, I would love to get your opinion on this, guys. So NBC's Ultimate Slip and Slide has had to shut down production on account of all the explosive diarrhea. The Wrap alleges that as many as 40 crew members on the upcoming reality competition show, which is all about contestants navigating a 65-foot tall slippery yellow slide, have developed symptoms of the intestinal disease Giardia. And by symptoms, we mean a new and profoundly unpleasant understanding of how those water slides probably feel. Universal later confirmed the waterborne Giardia parasites have been found on set. Now that is not a good mix, right?
So wait, are they saying that it's in the water?
Yes, of course it is. Anytime you've got water shooting into that specific orifice, it is leaking E. coli into the water. We've had this problem at water parks for
We had it in
years.
Canandaigua.
Yes.
We had it like
Geneva.
30 miles away.
This is why
Yeah.
everybody's like, you gonna take your kids to the water slide? No,
Oh,
the fuck,
hell
I'm
no.
not, bitch. No.
You
I
gotta
think the
go-
worst thing is that it's a water slide and there's diarrhea involved.
Right. Let me tell you what. I would be beating bitches' asses if my kids and I were at some water park and all of a sudden the water turned brown. I'm cussing bitches out. Like, it's not gonna end well. I can't. No.
Jeffrey's turning into Karen real quick.
Yeah. It's like, yo, who's the fucking asshole with diarrhea here? You couldn't get a butt plug? What the fuck?
Does the butt plug really take care of that?
It might. I don't
I
know. I've
feel
never
like
tried, but
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure the
Steve, do you
diarrhea.
I don't
think
know.
you
We
could
should
give it
check
a
the
whirl?
next time we go on the family values tour.
I think the diarrhea would not be stopped by a butt plug.
just pow right out the back of the shorts.
I feel like
Oh God, Ace has a video to send to us relating to this topic.
Oh no!
What do you do?
Excellent.
Ace, what do you do in your free time besides send us butt plug
Look up
videos?
diarrhea video.
Can we see?
Can we see it? I'm dying to see it. Come on.
I'm sure he'll post it to our TikTok.
Excellent.
Ew, be careful seeing those Tootsie Rolls
Well-
floating by. Oh no, girl.
Remember when we went to get your Christmas presents for your friends
Yes.
at the porn shop, which I had never.
We had
been-
not been to the.
We
to
had
the
never
porn
been
shop.
to it. So we take my son. We take Sexy Gary.
Sexy Gary.
and his first wife, and we drive over just before Christmas to the Waterloo porn shop, where Vera and I proceed to pick up everything in their brother and go,
Gary, what's this for?
"What is this for? What are these?" I mean, finally, my poor son, who watches porn, and I know he does, I mean,
Because he's,
because he's a boy.
He's
you
breathing.
know? Yeah, I didn't know that there was midget porn or donkey porn or any of that stuff before
my
him.
God.
And, so I had some interesting conversations with him, but it got to the point where Vera and I were going, "What's this for?" so many times that Gary yelled from the other side of the room, "How the fuck do I know? I am not an expert." And so after that, we used to say, "Do you think we should go on the family values tour again?" I'm like taking your son and going,
It is
"What are these beads for? I don't understand."
One
forever known as the Family Values Tour.
We
Yeah,
got
you know,
Family
family-
values story?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah. No,
that's our family.
that's our version of the family
Oh,
values
okay. I was
tour.
gonna say because I mean, I have no doubts that Fred Durst is using that.
All right, you've given me an interesting segue because I want to talk about this next article because it's quite interesting. When it pops up, any second now, StreamYard.
Go.
So DC declares there is one Batcave their hero will not enter. The internet is abuzz after writers of the hit R-rated animated series Harley Quinn admitted they were forced to remove an oral sex scene where Batman pleasured his lover/enemy/accomplice Catwoman, with DC Comics declaring heroes don't do that. The show's creators were quoted as saying, "So we said, are you saying heroes are selfish lovers?" They were like, "No, we sell consumer toys for heroes. It's hard to sell a toy if Batman is also going down on someone."
Why can't Batman eat pussy?
All of my
He's
heroes
my
do
hero.
that. All
I
of
can't
my
believe it.
heroes do that.
You know who wouldn't do you wrong? Captain America wouldn't do you wrong.
Captain
He
America,
eats
man.
so much
Oh
Okay,
my
I
God,
just
yeah.
like his dick picture though that got leaked. I'm sorry, I'm thinking maybe that's his friend's dick because I would not be impressed if that's Captain America's dick.
Oh, I
What about-
thought it was
what
very
about
pretty.
porn?
Steve and I discussed that once on
Listen.
there.
We did. We talked about it on the show. It was lovely. But I think he should.
It would do you right.
Yeah.
I fully endorse.
I feel like, guys.
Sorry.
Sorry, Katie. I keep talking over you.
You're okay.
I think he is a real hero because who's going to want to eat that pussy after she's been in figure hugging latex / leather for how long?
You nasty fuck.
That is going to be some ripe shit. That's a real hero.
But apparently he don't do it.
Well, I mean, Steve, you're a big.
He's too busy with Robin.
Oh.
Well,
The
that answers all of
homoerotic
our
undertones
questions.
have always been there with him.
Hello, Bruce Wayne collects young boys and they live at his mansion
He's groomed him to take
and slide down his bat pole.
Someone finds them for him. I mean, come on.
Whoa.
You've got to put
Alfred.
and then
I'm
get
talking
him
shit
in
about
there.
Alfred. I'm drawing the line right there.
I don't know.
Speaking
but-
of homoerotic children's shows, there is a brand new Masters of the Universe coming out. Look at He-Man. He's jacked as fuck.
He is jacked as fuck.
it kind of.
He's got roid rage.
I'm not
And
into it.
tiny little nuts.
It was Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Also, speaking of swords, I don't know if you saw this.
Oh,
The Queen has insisted on using a ceremonial sword to slice a cake at a royal function in Cornwall, prompting smiles and laughter from the Duchess of Cornwall and Cambridge. The monarch was handed a sword by Edward Bolitho. Yep. Lord Lieutenant of Cornwall to cut a large cake in celebration of the big lunch initiative at the eating product. Although she was told by an aide that a conventional knife was available for use, the Queen replied, "I know there is, but this is more unusual."
Wait a minute. They give a goddamn 90-year-old a sword.
I think, you know what? I think she's just living her best fucking life now. Old mate shuffled off.
Lived her best fucking life, her whole fucking life. She owns a fucking country.
But she's like, old mate's dead. I'm gonna cut this cake with this sword. Look at me, be whimsical.
I wonder how many like pages and shit she's like now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck everybody.
Now
Like,
at 90, everything's shriveled. She's
Listen,
dead.
let me tell you what. If you gotta
Please.
live to 90 and you can't bone a bitch, like I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Aren't you a service
I know I'm not gonna live to 90, but
I personally think because of her family and all the shit that's happened in the last 30 years with those kids and everything else that's gone on, she's like, fuck it. I don't care. Give me the goddamn sword.
That woman is so sexually.
How do you like
obsessed,
me now?
I don't know. I bet you anything that she took it in the ass. Many
I mean,
times.
no way.
There's
No way.
so-
No way. The royal caboose is sacred.
Of course, yes.
Cheaper.
I think
No.
she's probably got the fucking pup mask on and fucking chains and whip, and she's whooping Philip's ass and
She's whooping his ass. She might be giving it to him. But
That's
I don't
what I'm
think she's
saying, like,
taking it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can we speak about someone else who is saggy and looks like they've had their ass whooped?
Wait, bitch,
What's
shut
she-
up for a second. What'd you say?
I said, can we talk about someone else who is saggy and looks like they've had their ass whooped by Father Time?
Why are you
Oh my
talking
God,
about
you're taking-
Luke?
Oh.
No, I'm
Wow.
talking about Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah. He's looking pretty wrinkly.
So Harrison Ford's back on the set of Indiana Jones, and fans are speculating that Indy will be digitally de-aged from an on-set photo with the actor sporting telltale dots on his face. You can't really see it in that photo unless you go really close up, but he does have like a series of dots all over his face, which is usually them going to get in there and strip him back because it's about Nazis apparently. So he's going to have to be young, right?
It's Hollywood now.
It's Hollywood.
You don't have to be Lucy and Mame and have the powder makeup caked on your ass to try to look a little younger than B. Arthur. You just get dots on your face. They can make your ass look hot as shit again. Look,
You know,
awesome.
here's my question about it. He probably demands a pretty like big
Big
paycheck.
salary.
Why wouldn't you get someone younger, unknown, and you could pay him like probably more than half the price?
They
You
gotta
could
end the
probably
story.
get somebody younger to pay to age up too. Yeah, I think Christian Bale would take Harrison Ford money
Fuck
to
Christian
go.
Bale. Fuck him. And not in the
Didn't they try that with the last sequel, and that's why it was so bad? Like, didn't they try Shia LaBeouf?
I don't think he was supposed to be indie. Wasn't he just like a?
He was
Yeah.
the son. He was
He
the
was the
son.
young-
No,
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I never saw.
I don't know, but if you think he's bad, have you seen Robert Redford? I mean, seriously, have you seen Robert Redford's face? It
But
looks
they
like
did
it
not
melted.
try to. They did not take out all the age spots on his face for any of the Marvel movies. He was in a couple of those,
If you would like to see it done well,
huh?
watch American Horror Story. They've done it to Jessica Lange a few times, and it looks stunning on American Horror Story. Like, ooh, Jessica.
Can do no wrong in my eyes.
No, mine either.
Exactly. Well, Vera,
Yes, darling.
Oh, it's time.
it's that time.
Yeah,
Is
shit's
it
over.
really? We've kind
Yeah.
of my rant already, but we'll go.
Well, we can skip it if you want. I've got more stuff we can talk about.
I can always wear.
She's gonna rant, so you guys have to be on camera, so you got to look interested. You can't check your phones like you normally do. Here we go. We're going to a section we like to call Vera Vent.
I never got to hear that before.
All right, here we go, Vera. 1, 2, 3, vent.
It's about a topic we've already discussed tonight. It's about, is it any of your fucking business? This is Pride Month, and everybody's being very proud, and I support the need to be who you are in your own skin and the right to proclaim it without censure. But there are people running around saying, oh, I don't understand they and them. Fuck you. You don't have to understand it. Is it that hard to just say they and them? What does it hurt you to refer to somebody by their chosen pronouns? What does it hurt you to have Sam and Steve next door with 2 kids? How does that affect your life in any way, shape, or form? Love is love. Shut the fuck up. It's none of your goddamn business. Let them be who they are authentically in their own skin.
Love is love, but Vera don't fucking love you.
I do love them, but I want them to open their minds. It doesn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't affect your marriage. It doesn't affect your children. It doesn't affect their children. It doesn't affect you. It's not your life.
I mean,
Let them live it.
Vera, it affects their marriage if their husband's running off with the gay next door, though.
Fuck
But
you.
then-
You know what? Those women can kiss my ass. I was saving their marriage, bitch, because he wasn't leaving you for me. I would just take care of his goddamn needs. He's coming home to you, motherfucker.
If he's leaving you for anybody, the marriage was a problem. It's not
It's already
because
over.
it's gay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just trying to trick you, Jack.
You knew you was gonna get me on that shit.
Over.
Bitches, I saved so many marriages. I did my part. That's why my knees is fucked up.
You're welcome, America.
Speaking of marriages that aren't worth saving, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's an Australian news story. So I want you to follow along. So someone needs to look up the meaning of the word discreet. A jury has found Natasha Darcy guilty of murdering grazier Matthew Dunbar by sedating him with a cocktail of drugs, blended in a NutriBullet before she gassed him. In the months leading up to his death, she Googled hundreds of ways to kill him. And this is the killer's search history. How to commit murder. 99 undetectable poisons.
You don't.
How long after a suicide is there a crime scene?
You don't.
Plastic bag suffocation. And can police access deleted web history?
Yes, you found that out real quick.
Now
man.
that is a woman. That is a woman on a mission.
I have got to tell you, I read this at work on a break and I couldn't stop laughing. It's like,
Yep.
oh my God.
Well, you know,
It's like what I want to know is what led up to that point. What led up to a point where
I'll
you
tell
have
you
to
what
make
it is.
a list of every way you want to kill that motherfucker, no matter what.
Micro
You don't want
dick.
to even miss a point. You know, I want to poison him. I want to shoot him, but first I want to do that. I mean,
Jane, you wanted to do that to your first husband. I know you did.
oh yeah, that's right.
You have a micro dick too?
No,
Now,
that.
can I ask the panel a question?
Yes.
Sure.
Is it any different from the search results for foolproof suffocation and the effects of chloroform?
Are we talking about Casey Anthony now?
Correct.
You know, there's a local case that she got busted because of her search history too.
Yeah.
Stacey Castor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Well, she's in 2020.
We used to work with her sister-in-law,
Which one?
Norma.
She's called the Black
shit.
Widow.
Are you
Okay,
kidding?
Not kidding you.
Oh, I have a
Wow.
closer 6th degree. I couldn't make it with her.
Oh,
Her
all right,
the first husband she killed was my Girl Scout leader.
Oh, geez.
Wow. If you hate your husband so bad that you have a long list of the best ways to kill him, then I mean, was there a lot of money involved?
Yeah, there was actually. So, surprise, surprise.
This particular case, was there a lot of money involved?
Yes, there was money involved.
See,
Surprise.
Put that photo
So-
up again. Look at this asshole's face. You know there had to be money.
I'm not going to put that photo up because I want to put another photo up for you to prove that things are not as rosy down under as y'all like to think. So we survived mice plagues, magpies. Of course comes the spider apocalypse.
And this is
Because of heavy rains,
yeah.
spiders are taking over now. This is the side of a highway. I don't know if you can see it
Oh, I see
that
it.
well.
Yeah, we see it.
And
So
this is,
there's fucking spiders everywhere.
fuck that.
Can I ask the question, is this worse than years past? Is this the worst year for the spiders?
I've never actually heard of a spider apocalypse before, so who knows?
You saw, but you guys have spider seasons, just like you have magpie season, and those,
No, spiders are a constant, Vera. They don't go away.
And Renata last week fighting off that spider.
then yes, we did. And then Jane, the singer the week before told us about having the huntsman in her car.
Oh, Katie.
Katie, yes. Spiders are a constant threat down under. You know, that's how we love to. That's how we like to roll.
Well,
One
that's
down
webs to
under.
build. Come
It
on.
would be like nice if you could train the magpies to take out the spiders.
You can't train magpies to do shit, you know.
I want to address Ace's comment. That was a real Katie comment. That was shit.
Oh, Charlotte did have webs to build. We're going to close out the show with.
Bad.
I'm going to close out the show with probably the most, I don't know, obvious news story, guys.
Oh,
In case you hadn't heard, Chrissy Teigen's a cunt.
she apologized.
Who cares?
You know, I think Trevor Noah had the best kind of like explanation of this. Back then, like it was trendy to be a troll,
It was.
and she was just a sad, desperate attention whore.
Like,
That's
fuck
literally
it.
like not.
And
worth
she
it.
still is.
Nobody
Yes.
allowed to change. Like, okay, now everybody's coming after everybody. You can't say shit. So we're just gonna say it privately, not on Twitter. Fuck you. She's still gonna-
Yeah, so she should have said it privately. But the thing is, she's like Ellen, and she's built the brand on being relatable mum. Oh, look at her. Ooh.
John Legend.
She fucked up. Like, that's
I'm a
relatable.
mouthy bitch. I say nasty shit all the time. Is
We
it gonna
say
come
it
back
on
and
air.
bite me? It's
Oh.
definitely
Gonna
gonna
come
ask.
back.
I put nasty shit all over the back of my van just for comments.
I mean, I agree with Jeff.
I do. People stand behind my van and go, "Oh my god," for the stuff I put on.
I agree
don't
with
care.
you to a point. There are some people that are redeemable and that can grow up and evolve and be better people. But there are some people who will always be nasty, racist bigots, and they don't deserve
Yes.
to be redeemed.
Well, I feel like
But
if
I
you were
don't
checking in
necessarily
for it,
feel that Chrissy Teigen is a
Oh
nasty.
no, I
racist
don't. No,
bigot.
I don't think she is. But people were all over her page going, "You're going to apologize to Trump? Is Trump going to apologize?"
no.
Right? Has
Yeah.
Trump ever
I'm
apologized?
still waiting for him to apologize for this comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
And you won't get
Apologize to the disabled. That would be nice.
maybe he'll apologize when he gets back into office in August.
yeah.
He needs to apologize to the world.
I'm dying here.
He needs to apologize to the world, people. To the world.
Please
Personally.
apologize to those fucking pants he wore.
Let me tell you, as we are New Yorkers, we are all New Yorkers. I look forward to our black New York State District Attorney
Nailing his ass
nailing
to the
his
wall.
ass to the wall because she's gonna do it. She is building that case. She's lying in wait, and I look forward to seeing that motherfucker in an orange jumpsuit getting. Oh my god! I just so look
We know
forward
where
to
she's
that day.
going.
So much orange, though. So much orange.
Well, yeah, between the face.
Orange is the new pumpkin.
Sometimes the hair, his face, you know.
To rock the uncomfortable depends when he's in prison because they won't be form fitting.
The ones he was wearing weren't form fitting either. That last picture of him looked like he had his pants on backwards. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
About that.
I was howling.
All right, guys, we are starting to break. You're starting to break up again, so it's probably a good time for us to say ciao and cheerio. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It was cute to see you all together. Aw. All right, we're gonna go because their microphones drive me crazy. See y'all later. Bye.